What's up, good people? Marcos here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. But what the heck? I get some grease on the camera lens or something? There we go. That's a little bit better. As always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Broke-Ass Media, which is presenting Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job. And I'm heading home. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be home by 5 o'clock. And here it is. We've got traffic. You see, I'm literally stopped. Stop. And now we're going. And we're pushing the brakes, and we're stopping. Stop and go traffic, which means it gives me more time to think. And we actually have some really nice news that's out there. Micha Parsons, our #1 drafted linebacker, has done what a lot of NFL players do. You know they do. When they get signed, they get that contract. What do they do? What do they do, baby? Do you know what they do? They always take care of mama. I love my mama. He bought her a new house in Dallas. So shout out to her. I hope he paid for it totally. Paid for the whole thing. Don't put it in monthly payments and stuff, because you don't want to pay the interest of things. And if your career ends sooner than you think, you don't want to say, Mama, I ain't got no more money to pay for it. Invest in it and make sure it's taken care of. And also, you got to also think about the taxes that go along with it. That's the thing that people don't seem to understand. More homes are lost because people ain't paying the personal property tax, the real estate tax. And if you buy a $1 million home, the taxes on that thing can be a lot of money that you don't necessarily factor into it, because you want to take care of mama and you do not want her to lose it. The thing that's kind of crazy, and it's hard to believe when you hear the statistics and the numbers of players that within 4 years of being out of the NFL, 78% of NFL players are either bankrupt or financially distressed. And I know a lot of you are thinking, it's like, well, how are you blowing through $100 million? The reality is not all NFL players are making that kind of money. Now, the bottom line is about $500,000 a year, which sounds great. But when you think about, if I'm a bottom tier player and I'm in there for 2 years and, I'm thinking I'm going to make it big, and something happens, and let's say you don't have any other career, I'll come back to you guys. So my daughter saw a video of a person exercising by pulling their car. So, it's like, oh yeah. And we used to do that. We used to have a harness that my coach, D'Elia, had. He had a Dodge Duster. I think it was a Dodge Duster. And that was back with those old cars. I mean, that's when it was like steel. It's not like these light-ass cars that we have now. And, of course, if you've ever had somebody stuck, in the snow and you've gone through a push, you can push it. You can get them started. And so my daughter wants to do that. And I'm saying, make sure you got somebody in the car to stop it in case it starts, because I don't want to see, I want you to go viral, but I don't want you to go viral because you started pulling the car and it started going downhill and, crashed the car. But anyway, back to NFL players. It is crazy to think that 3/4 of NFL players 4 years out are bankrupt or financially distressed. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, I ain't got no sympathy for them. But I want you to think about it this way. Hypothetically, when you think about an NFL career lasting about 3 years, most players never get to that second contract. And a lot of times, guys get cut and they go from team to team to team to team. and never really catch on and never really make any money. If you have been an NFL player, if you have been brought up to become an NFL player, we're talking about you being that phenom in Little League, and you get to high school, and then all of a sudden, you're the big guy on campus and stuff, and they're already pointing you in the direction. You've got all these recruiters and everything else that are there that are trying to get you because we know you can play and you can go on to college. That everything that you have done for your life has been pointed towards you going into the NFL, which is great. You've created a career and a path where you can make a whole lot of money. But on the flip side, you're usually not having to manage and deal with that money situation. Now you've got this pile of money, and you go out, some of them go out, buy gold chains, buy a house for mom, buy a whole bunch of cars, or like Warren Sapp had 5,000 pairs of Nikes. I don't know what you're going to do with 5,000 pairs of Nikes. You could literally wear a different pair every single day for the rest of your life at 5,000 of them. I mean, come on. Money has one thing to say. You know what that one thing money has to say, baby?
What's that?
Goodbye. That's all it has to say. Goodbye, because it will go real quick. And you need to manage your money. I remember, oh my God, now I can't, Mike Haynes. Mike Haynes, we were in New Orleans, I want to say about 2008. At that time, Mike Haynes was working with the NFL and the rookies and things on trying to make sure that they manage their money. Because inadvertently, especially now with the internet age, where everybody's got a camera and all that, you will have people who will look to make money off your back. You literally have a target on your back where people will try and get what you have. And that, not only are we talking about for, I'm looking for a man or a baby daddy, but also people are saying, hey, invest in this and all that. And sometimes you get people that, are friends or people that you trust and all that are close to you that have no financial aptitude. And you don't know that your money is gone. You look at Mike Tyson and the amount of money that he made and stuff. Everybody got paid for Mike Tyson, but he ended up being bankrupt. But Mike Haynes, he was saying, it's great to buy mama a house, but instead of buying mama a house, buy mama an apartment building. Something that will buy, look, my wife's looking at me, she's like, yep. Something that will create more money, an investment in the future. And as they say about land, you know what they say about land, baby? About the earth?
They're not making any more of it.
See, she knows. They are not making any more of it. This is it. And that's where you want to invest in stuff and go into the future. Shout out for Micah taking care of mama and everything else. And I hope that, he's got good financial advisors, as I do all these players, and that they realize that, people want what you want. So a fool and his money soon departed. Wish I say this traffic I'd be soon departed out of here, but apparently the stop and go, it ain't stopping. We ain't going. I'll see you guys sometime this evening because, I do a few videos from time to time. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.